Hey, Blastroid here. Finally, I'm going to release my post-patch 3 save file for your enjoyment. This is a main bus system with a raw material going through it. Let's quickly go over this. We've got a lot to cover. The cool thing about this save, other than just the factory itself, there are 4 interactive pieces for you to play around with. We've got a game room, we got a PvP arena, we got a racetrack, and we've got a mystery death maze. And I'll show those off here in a little bit. Let's just quickly go over the design here. There's a grid going all the way around the map that you can do quick travel with belts, and it runs power all the way through. Each one of the end nodules and side nodules does have a way down to the ground. It's way up in the air, so it's easy travel. This is the main line where all the raw minerals come in, and then the main factory line. And this is the main hub area where you're going to spend most of your time. A lot of power out here. We've got 38 gigawatts of actual power, nuclear over here. It may say 50 gigawatts on there. I do have a couple of little cheats on the power. I was just playing around with something, but 38 legit gigawatts. 50 is total is what's on the map. Some fluid stuff done out here. But other than that, everything else is built pretty much right there on the bus itself. Alright, let's jump into the game and I'll show off what we got. Alright, so first thing we're looking at is the main lines of minerals coming in. Every single line here is 780 items per minute, and there's a lot of lines. There's like 11 lines of just iron ore. I do have a spreadsheet that I'm included with the zip file. If you look in the description of the video, you'll find a download to this zip file with the game file save and this Excel file sheet in it. And it kind of goes over the entire bus system, what's being used, what's currently available. You'll also notice a note out here, 1200 per minute. All of these are ready to go once Mark 6 belts come out. Every miner is MK3 overclocked. All the factories are even designed all the way out to 1200 per minute. But I only built the machines for the 780 per minute, but they're ready to go as soon as we get the Mark 6. Let's go and take a look at the factory itself here. Every single building is color-coded. Right now with the sun like it is, it's hard to tell the colors apart, but they are color-coded per the product. For example, Quickwire was going to give you a yellow building. Pipe will give you a black building, things like that. So that's pretty much it for the factory itself. Do give a tour here. Like I said, with my save files, you can do whatever you want. You can delete them, you can use them. You can just look around, get some ideas. You can improve on them, whatever you want. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward till we get to the main hub area. Alright, here we are at the main hub area. We're about to go down and tour the store and the other buildings. But first, I'm going to show you a little bit of pixel art I created. Let me get up there. Alright, and here we are at my wonderful pixel art. You can see, it's me! What way to represent myself than a portrait of myself. Hope you enjoy that. Alright, let's head back down and I'll show off the rest of the base here. Alright, here is the bottom part of the factory we just toured, and you can see a lot of lines are coming in. I have a store, which we're going to tour here in just a second, and those are coming from the factory. Each first layer of every single factory, and you can see it's actually bringing down the items right there, is coming to our store. Downstairs here. This is the main travel area, so you have your main directions that go out all the way. If you go down a level, these will go down to the ground. Pop out and go to the store. There is a tube to the store up top, but I'm taking the slow route here. Alright, so this is the store. Every single item in the game that's not nuclear is going to be found in this store. As you can see, we've got quite a few selections here. You can go to the bin, pick an item. If it has a yellow base, that means it's created in a factory. If it has an orange base, that means it's created via this orange room. So you can throw, for example, slugs in there and it'll make power shards, or you can throw flower petals and it'll make color cartridges. And they're going to go through a series of systems all the way back up into their proper container. I'm about to show you the basement and what I mean by going up through the system. But every single item there, you're good to go. Alright, let's go to the basement and I'll show you. I'm going to go and fast forward here. Alright, this is the main basement to store all our items. And as you can see, quite a few containers before you get to the store itself. So you're good to go on a lot of items. This is the orange room basement area, kind of showing off what items you can actually throw into the orange room. I really don't suggest going in here. Once you get below this deck, there's a little bit of spaghetti going on, and kind of like to hide that stuff, but it is there for you to look at in case you want to figure out how to build up your own orange room. Alright, let's go upstairs and let's show the main part of this build, which is the 4 interactive areas. I'm going to fast forward again. Alright, our 4 main areas at our hub elevator spot. We have a PvP arena, and I'm going to go into more details as we go throughout the video here. We have a racetrack. We have a gaming room. And then my favorite is the death maze. Let me explain each one of those, and there'll be a little bit of fast forwarding as we travel. Alright, death maze. Rules are pretty simple. Do not have any items on you. No blade runners, no jetpacks, nothing. Coming in here naked. And you're basically going to come to these rooms and you're going to make a decision. Do you go left or do you go right? Now, if you're on my Twitch stream, we've gone through this once, but I've changed all the inputs and outputs, so even if you watch that stream, it's still going to be a mystery and you might die a few times. If you make it to the next room, keep deciding. If you die or you fall down or something and it doesn't kill you, just respawn and keep trying until you make it to the end game level. So that is pretty much the gist of it. I'm not going to spoil anything. There are some fun deaths in there to be had, and hope you make it to the end. Alright, next item on our list is our PvP arena. Go ahead and jump in there. Alright, PvP arena does have a few rules. I put little beacons down so you can walk up to them and read them, but I'm talking to you, so might as well go it. Once you're done with this, make sure you save your load because it resets a lot of things. There's 4 rounds. You're going to have the Xeno the sword thingy, regular gun, rifle, and then the last one you're going to be given some fuel and some Noblest detonators. Once you put the fuel in a machine out in the arena, it's going to spawn Noblest in 5 different spots. Now you can pick up health and blade runners in these 2 boxes every single round. The health can only be used before the round. There's actually, this is food in here, the bacon I believe. In the field there's actually inhalers hidden out everywhere. Now if you find an inhaler in the field, you can use that while playing. But the food is really only to reset between rounds. So the dead person's going to go up to the hub and respawn and have to come back through. A live person between rounds is going to use the red portal and come back in here and reset their game. It's 1 round per life, and that's pretty much it. So you basically, you both choose a side, you count down yourselves. Hopefully you'll be on Discord or TeamSpeak or some way to communicate. You're going to spawn. You have, each side has 3 different spawns. For example, I'm spawning here on top of the tower. A lot of different places to play. You got a few towers over here. I will go ahead and give away. This is one of the Noblest spawns, just kind of show you what you're looking for on the 4th round. A lot of hidden areas. Hint, hint. Little building in here. There's the biomass burner that you're going to use on round 4 to fuel. Over here, got a little tunnel. It's a one-way, so be careful. The Christmas tree of belts. Little building here with some cutout windows so you can shoot between. My wrecked train. It got damaged, so this is a good central fighting point. And there's also jump pads. Be careful, some of them may hurt you depending on where you land. So it's a risky move, but it could make the win also. And there's also nuts throughout the PvP arena, so you can actually heal using those too. But remember, there are also some hellers very strategically hidden throughout this land. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the PvP arena. It's a blast, pun intended. Let's go back and check out the next stuff. Alright, we're going to look at the racetrack next. One with the cars poking out of it and the racetrack flag. Alright, here we are at the racetrack. Plenty of fuel over there in case you need to fuel your cars. You can pick between the tractors, the cyber wagons, which I do not recommend whatsoever, and the number one choice is going to be the Explorer vehicle. And basically, it's a two-player race, and whoever gets to the green jelly first is the winner. If you're a spectator, there's more than two of you. You can actually go up here and follow along the racers fairly easily. And this will be a great way to tour the racetrack also. So here they go. They're going to go down there, follow the arrow to the right, jump in our tube. And they're going to go down a little bit of a drop-off right there. And onward they go. Just keep following. Find my entrance here. I have those things set up so you don't accidentally get sucked through the tube when you're walking around. Alright, so we're going to come around the bend here to a few obstacles and a few ramps. Actually, it looks more difficult than it is. I've tried it a couple times. But remember, you got two racers usually, and so you're going to be bottleneck and you're going to be hitting each other. They're going to go through a little corkscrew here, a few other items. Move on over there. Big drop off here. Sometimes you roll over. If you do roll over, just get out of your vehicle, press the E key on the vehicle, and it should flip itself back over. You can also dismantle in very bad conditions, so you have that option. Dismantling takes a little bit more time. And then you go up the ramp, the slalom ramp there. Keep going. Go through a bit of a tunnel here. Out to the exit. Don't get tangled up in my web of cables there. I wish that was a thing though. Cars can't get tangled, but still funny to look at it. Alright, and then we're finally to the finish line where it kind of bottlenecks and one person should go through there and claim victory. Alright, that is the racetrack. Let's move on to the last and one of my favorite features, the game room. Alright, onward to the game room. Alright, here we are in the brightly colored game room. Now, I'm going to go over this pretty quickly because we got a lot of games to cover here. First, we have tic-tac-toe. You're going to go into your bin, find your colored gun and your colored cartridges. You're going to paint until you lose, and you will lose and lose and lose because it's tic-tac-toe and nobody wins that game. Alright, moving on here. Battleship. Battleship here. Paint your battleships here. If you need to know the links, it's 54332. I'll put it on the wall for you. And then you're doing your guessing over here. I did include a little mid-pip here, so it's easy to find the 5-6 mark. And if you go to the very other side, you're going to find player 2 has the exact same layout, and you're ready to go. Now, one suggestion I give you, instead of using numbers, which you typically use in this, I would go ahead and say the first number is the left side, and the second number is the top side, or horizontal vertical, however you want to say it. So you'd say like 110. It's a lot easier since we don't have signs right now. Hint, hint, developers, if you're actually watching this, we want some signs. We can do some cooler stuff, I guess. Alright, next wall we have Connect 4, same premise, paint until you win. And you can get a pretty good winner if you get somebody sleeping. I'm pretty good at Connect 4. I like Connect 4 so much, I designed it twice. We have the boring Connect 4, but if you go out the blue door up the ramp, you're going to find the cool Connect 4. And I actually played this on stream a few times. It's really, really fun. It's a real working Connect 4 7x7 grid. Let me show you how this works. We're going to go over here and get some pips, or wire. You have copper wire, and you have the cat wire. You're going to divide that wire up or split it until you get down to ones. If you don't have ones, you're cheating because you played more than once. So you find the color you want. Let's say we want red. So I kind of line it up. Okay, that's the one I want. You can actually see a little red there. I'll go ahead and find the red box up here. I'm going to drop in my pip. We're going to go here and watch the magic happen. And we've got our very first move. Now it's Cat's turn. Gold wire. And they get to choose. And so on until somebody gets Connect 4. So that is how you play the real working Connect 4. Alright, moving on. Anybody say human darts? Or in my case, slug darts? Well, let me show you how to fling yourself at a dartboard and score some points. Alright, go to the orange room here. We had a couple rules here. The first one says, darts collect one prize stack after landing, high score wins. So basically you're going to hit the bullseye, which is worth 100 points, green 25, black white is worth 5, and gutter is worth nothing. You'll find some gold bars to collect behind each of these winning circles, and whoever has the most gold bars after how many rounds you decide is the winner. Now there's another thing it says here, to load your save after playing. That way the gold bars will reset and you can play again. So just keep loading your game how many games you want to play. Now per jump, if you want to play 10 rounds, you don't have to load 10 times. You just jump 10 times and then collect your winnings and then load the game. Now I also provide health out here because if you do miss the jello, it can hurt. So let's go ahead and jump through here and I'll show you how this works. Let's see if I can get a bullseye for you. Going through the tunnel of love, and just like any good roller coaster, we got to go up before we go down. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up just a little bit. Alright, here we go. We're going down the tube really fast, coming out the chute, and we're going to try to line up a bullseye for you. It's actually harder than it looks, but let's see what we can do. Oh, I hit it. I hit the bullseye for the video. Woohoo! Alright, so we basically go up to our chest, we get our 100. Now only take one stack at once. This is honor system here. Play your rounds out, and like I said, whoever has the most stacks of gold at the end of the day wins. To exit, basically come down here, jump in your jelly. You can see I'm down to like half a health here. And we're going to go out the green door. First, let me show you the board again. Oh, I just jumped through the tube, so I can't. And that's the gutter system right there. But that is how you play human/slug darts. Alright, last game is one of my favorites. I just created the day I actually recorded this video. Can't believe it actually worked. How about bowling with automated reset pins and real world physics? Let me go ahead and show you what I mean. We're going to come over here and kind of look for the kind of dark brown, yellowish color. Got two rules here. First rule is enter yellow portal to reset pins and balls. Yes, if you enter a portal, magic's going to happen and all the bowling lane is going to reset itself. The next one says one shot per frame. So there's no like you can't pick up a spare type thing. And outside green flat equals 1 point. I'll explain what that means as we try it. So let's go to the bowling alley here. Alright, so our bowling ball is going to be a vehicle. And our pins are going to be little tiny carts here. And then there's our reset portal that it talked about. Now see the green square here? After you hit the pins, anything outside the green square counts as a point. Now, what I said the word flat there is it's suggested to make them flat, where they can't drive themselves back, because they're going to try to get back to the green. So you need to hit them hard and hit them right. So let's give it a try and see if we can get a strike here. I have yet to get a strike once, so I doubt I'm going to get one right now. Now, if you want to add obstacles to the lane, you can do that. It doesn't really matter. Alright, there we go. Let's see what kind of damage I did. Now you can see that one, he's trying to sneak back in the green. As long as he's touching green, I cannot count him. Same with this guy. Oh, good, he stopped. So I got 1, 2, 3. What are you doing? 4. So I only got 4 points that one. Not the best of round. So let's go through the yellow portal and reset all this mess. The cool thing is the mechanic to reset, I actually found out by accident the other day. I'm like, I've got to figure out how to use it. And what best thing to do is do bowling. So the premise is, as long as we get far enough away from those cars, which is actually not very far. You can see the trip only takes a few seconds. we should have a reset bowling lane and we can continue on. Alright, come in here, and sure enough, we have our 10 pins reset, and we have our vehicle. Don't worry, the vehicle does require fuel, but he's getting his fuel intake every time he needs, so he's good to go forever. And these guys are good to go together. Even without the walls, you can knock them off the edge. As long as you use my yellow portal veil, they're going to appear right back and ready to be knocked over and hopefully score you a point. So that's it for the tour of my base. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, this game, there is no right or wrong way to play it. I play it definitely a wrong way. I don't think the devs ever intended for a bowling game to be in here, but there again, just be creative with what you have, and hopefully you can come up with some fun things and show them off to everybody. Until the next video, I'll see you later.